Good morning. Okay, so we are going to start the vlog with makeup actually, I think today. The makeup is done, the hair is not done. I washed it last night, so maybe we'll do it. Maybe we'll do it later. I am not feeling it. I think today we're having like a family day, so I don't know. Anyway, so I already have swatches done because I'm trying to just like minimize the amount of time it takes to edit this part of the vlog, because this part of the vlog actually takes the longest to edit because I don't know, I'm like very haphazard when I'm doing this part. Anyway, so a lot of more, not new products, but I was definitely shopping the stash because I don't know, I'm trying to like, I don't know if I should be getting rid of all of my powder highlighters because I kind of want to, because I really am not using them. But there's some that are really pretty. I don't know, maybe we'll see. Maybe in the summer I'll like, anyway, stay on task. I have new things for skincare actually. So the first thing, we'll do the eye cream. This is the Clarins Super Restorative Total Eye Concentrate. Looks like this. This is a sample 100 point perk from Sephora. I've been using this for a couple days and I really like it. I have it on under the eye today and I've been using it day and night. Now, when I like a product, I will go and research it more. And when I went onto the Sephora website, it said that it's $85 for a full size, and a full size you get 15 milliliters. This 100 point perk is 7 milliliters. So you best believe I went and made a purchase of another thing so I can get another one of these, putting it at 14 milliliters at 200 points when the full size is $85 at 15 milliliters. Like, is that crazy? Like, thank you, Sephora. Also, what did I get? I got the Stellar concealer, the Stellar Limitless concealer. I think that's what they're calling it. So Stellar is a brand that's very new and I'm very interested in their foundation and their concealer. So the concealer should be here this week. So maybe I'll share it with you in a vlog or in this vlog. And the foundation, maybe we'll wait for the VIB sale. It's kind of hard to figure out shades because there's no swatches, although it is made by an Indian woman. Like, that is her coloring, like medium skin tone. So it'll be very interesting to see how the shades go. I'm very, very excited. The reviews, any review you've seen that is out there is so positive. So I got this. I also got this 500 point perk. I've been wanting to try, what is the one thing? This thing, the Coconut Skin Smoothie Priming Moisturizer, safe for sensitive skin. I've been wanting to try this from First Aid Beauty for a very long time, and it's been in my like wish list for a while. And when I saw the 500 point perk, I was like, I might as well, because I wanted to try the hydrating serum also. The cleanser, I really like. I think people are like I think because a cleanser is a cleanser. I don't talk about cleansers that often. I'm not very interested either, but this is a very good cleanser. When I remove, like I always go through with my micellar water to remove the makeup, and then if I use the cleanser, this feels very good on the skin. And then you get the Ultra Repair Cream Intense Hydration. This you can use on your face and body. I don't feel one way or another about this. I don't think it's a bad moisturizer, but I don't think it does anything amazing either. Like, I always get samples of this and I always try it and it's okay. But I really like the hydrating serum. I think if you have oily skin, you'll really like this because it is a gel. I don't know that it will perform a serum function in the way that a serum can help you target certain kind of like anti-aging type situations. I feel like this is really great for people who have sensitive skin that can't use things like retinols and glycolic acids, things like chemicals. Something like this would be really great for you if you just literally your skin is so sensitive that you can't take kind of like the turnover that chemicals can do to your skin. Anyway, the whole point of that, wow, tangent, I hope you guys didn't mind, but I wanted to like let you know what I think about those products because I personally have been wanting to try them for a while. So you're supposed to take this coconut smoothing priming moisturizer on clean skin. And oftentimes things that are marketed as priming moisturizers are usually just a primer. This is great. This is actually a really good priming moisturizer. It does leave your skin very glowy. So if you don't like that, this is not for you. But it went on so smooth. Of course, it felt like skincare. I really like it. I think it's very good as a moisturizer. I have had a very dry patch on this cheek and like one very dry spot here that I am exfoliating daily physically. I'm not using chemical exfoliants on them right now because eczema, I just don't want to irritate my skin, but physically exfoliating it and then putting moisturizers on and whatever I can. And every day, no matter what moisturizers I use, there's still like this dry patch here, and it's just irritating. But this moisturizer, this priming moisturizer, did such an amazing job. Like, no, like that's the only thing I put on my face today before makeup, and I think it, you can still see the dry patch. Let me see how close we can get. Okay, yeah, no, we're not gonna see the dry patch, but there is about, this area is a dry patch. When you get really close, you can see that the foundation is just slightly, not flaky, but you know when like you can just see the dryness, that's what it looks like. So that's my long spiel on that. And then for the lips, it's the Brazilian Kiss from Sol de Janeiro. It's such a good, oh, I've talked about this before. It's so good. It's just, I think it's really good for daytime. It doesn't take you through the night as like a nighttime treatment. So love this though. And the smell, yes, the smell is phenomenal. Okay, for foundation today, I use the Kagendo High Definition Makeup, the Aqua Foundation in the shade 123, made in Japan. I probably picked this up last year at some point. I had one before this. Did I or no? Did I have the wrong color? I think I had this before and I had the wrong color. It was like too light. So I picked this up last year at some point. Used it a few times and then just kind of, I don't know. You get like, sometimes maybe when that happens, it's when you have like a lot of makeup, like new stuff that you're trying, and that's what happened there. I'm not liking my hair right now. Can you tell? Because I keep fussing with it. Actually, it goes both ways. When I like my hair, I'm fussing with it because I want to get it like just right. And when I don't like it, I'm also fussing with it because, you know, obvious. Anyway, okay. So this is a very liquidy foundation. Initially, I was like, does this feel like a face and body type foundation? And it actually kind of does, but it does have a little bit more coverage and smooth over your skin a little easier. And it's very buildable. So I'm a big fan of this. I had seen, was it, I don't know if like Khloe Kardashian had posted it or maybe Styled by Harush had posted it, but this was like listed as the foundation she was using. And I just feel like I see this every so often. And I think on YouTube sometime last year, a lot of people were like really into it too. So I like it. It is very light coverage, but buildable, and definitely, I think it's more moisturizing than the face and body type foundations, but it's kind of like texture wise, it's kind of there. And for me, you know, I don't need very much coverage, so it did fine for me. So for concealer, I used the Amazing Concealer Hydrate from Amazing Cosmetics in medium beige. I have showed you guys this many times. Let me see if this will focus. You can see how much I've used. Do you see, like, it is, there's not very much left. In the VIB sale, I think I'm going to pick up another one. It's very hydrating. It really, really, I love this. I used this as foundation yesterday. God, I think lighting is changing a little bit. Focus on me. You know, like when people are filming and they like don't move very much, and I need to learn to do that, because the second you start moving around, I become out of focus, or like it gets blurry, the whole thing. And before, when I had like some kind of a background, or like I would film like in other rooms, it would start focusing in whatever was back there, and it's just work. Okay, so this I just applied, you know, under the eye, a little bit under the nose, around the mouth, and I just tap it in with my finger, especially around the under eye. I think any concealer looks the best when you at least initially tap it in with your finger. And something like this, you don't even need to go over it with a beauty blender. Once you tap it in with your finger, just let it be. Sometimes I don't even set this with a powder if you're oily. Well, if you're oily, don't even use this. If you're oily, just forget this. But, you know, in general, if you're kind of borderline and you're concerned, definitely set it with a little bit of a powder. But for me, I don't do it because, you know. As for powder, the Ulta banana powder, do you see how the pan is getting, the exposure of the pan is becoming more? I have another one. I can't wait to, I might open it soon, because I love using this powder with a wet beauty blender and setting the under eyes. It looks so good. For the rest of the face, I pulled out my Hourglass Sunset Illume Sheer Color Trio. I love this. I used a Zoeva face shade brush and put it into this kind of contour shade. I wouldn't say this is bronzer. I mean, I wouldn't use this as bronzer, at least for my face slash skin tone. I wouldn't use it as a bronzer, so I just use it as like a contour. So I have it under the cheeks, under the chin, forehead, down the nose. Of course, always using a kind of rounded off, I think I use both Resolve brushes, rounded off synthetic brush, and kind of contoured with it. I even used the blush today. You can probably see, I know it by no means means I'm going to start buying blushes to share with you. That's not the case at all. I just happen to be in here. And then this is the highlight. The highlight reminds me of the Pure Cosmetics, those trios. That's kind of a very similar formula to it. These other two are much creamier, and this one is like a more solid texture. So those are swatches of the face trio. Very pretty. And then for bronzer is the Makeup Forever 15i. That's all over the face. I feel like I'm like distracted or tired when I'm reviewing this, even though reviewing this, no, I don't know. Wow. I need to like, I had coffee, I had breakfast. Why am I like someplace else? For eye makeup, I use the Morphe 35F. This is a little wet right now because I tried to clean it and make it pretty for you guys. Anyway, 35F. On Instagram, guys, the 35R is coming out. That looks really good. I really love this palette. Like when I pull this out, I will end up using it constantly. These are all my kinds of shades. You have a full row of mattes, which is great. I use this black and I use this kind of orangey shade, and I use this color over here to fill in the brows a little bit. And then I used this shade right here. No, this shade right here on the lid, and then I mix the black and then this shade over here to kind of give any kind of depth you see. Like, I love this. From what it looks like on Instagram, the 35R is going to be a lot more like bronzy and olivey tones, which I'm super excited about. I seriously just, I love these. Like, I mean, I've sold some on the blog sale because it's like, you know, when you really get into something and it's not that expensive, you're like, oh, I'll just try more. But this is my favorite. And then probably the original 35O M? No, the 35O palette probably is another one of my favorites. So looking forward to the 35R. Here's swatches. That's the black, that's on the lid, that's in the crease. These two were mixed to kind of give depth. A few other things, the By Terry Bronze Moon as the base, MAC Feline in the tight line, and then I used the Bbia Last Auto Gel Eyeliner in Hippie Brown in the waterline. There's Bronze Moon, MAC Feline, Hippie Brown. The Bbia Last Auto Gel eyeliners are so good. I think I got this I probably got this in a kit off of Amazon, or sometimes it's like a kit of 5. Ooh, I spit. They're really good though. So I always try to link them individually when I can. They're usually like on eBay or Amazon, but it's hard to find certain shades. And I often find it's more of like a set, the set that I picked up that I see more often, but they're so good. I think that Jolse and maybe Korea Depart has like these individually. Amazon has them less and less. The brows, on top of the brow shade I use from the Morphe palette, I also use the number 6 from Benefit. Also, so today I'm gonna remember to share my lip with you. I even swatched it. I think that's maybe why I started doing the swatches. Like, don't forget to share this with them. So 2 from Charlotte Tilbury. I have the Lip Cheat in Iconic Nude, and I have the lipstick in Hepburn Honey. Hepburn Honey is a very peachy shade. Love colors like this. There's the swatches. On the top is Hepburn Honey and Iconic Nude is under it. I know everyone obsesses about Penelope Pink and yeah, Penelope Pink and Pillow Talk. I have those. I like them. Pillow Talk is kind of like more neutral on me, and I always like going kind of peachy and warmer nudes. So this is probably one of my favorite versions of a lip. Like, I could probably do this every day. It would go with most of my looks because I tend to go very warm in the crease. Today's crease is very warm. Actually, today's brows are also very warm. I think I use like a warmer shade from this Morphe palette, and I don't know, I just was trying to like not pull out a lot of stuff because I don't know, I've been feeling kind of like not low maintenance, but like less products, if that makes any sense. I can never get the By Terry Bronze Moon off. Once that is on, whenever I swatch it, it's just like, I have to remove it immediately. Okay, yeah, so that is the makeup. Let me know if you guys have opinions about the background. I kind of like it white. For my purposes, it's because it keeps this whole room looking much neater and cleaner. There's nothing on this wall, like a random, you know, and then I just kind of, I don't know, it's easier with the white background, right? I don't know. Maybe we'll just keep it this way. I kind of like it. I mean, I understand videos, you know, it's fun to have things to look at in the background. Oh, whatever. I don't know. I'm just talking, just bye. Okay. Going to Trader Joe's, obviously, but I'm also going to Nordstrom Rack. I haven't been to Nordstrom Rack in, I don't know, has it been like 12, it's like 12 months. November, December. I don't know, maybe even before, I don't know, I can't remember the last time I was in there. Anyway, I'm sorry if I'm weird or being off in this vlog so far, because I feel off, like totally off. So you guys probably are noticing it too. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I kind of adjusted the pillow. That's my attempt at hoping that it will stop focusing in the back and focus more on me. Okay, it's about noon. My brother is home from his spring break. I don't know, I'm going to see pictures and hear stories tonight because we're gonna do dinner, but in the meantime, yeah, it's really cold out. Maybe I should be wearing more clothing, but I always get so hot when I start like wandering around and I'm like, I wish I didn't wear this coat. Also obsessed with this sweatshirt still. Like I want to wear it every day. Like really, I want to wear it every day. Okay, as far as TV shows go, so I've been binge watching The Good Wife. Anyone who watches it, please comment below. I am on about the 4th season. And okay, first of all, Alan Cumming is in it. I love Alan Cumming, and if I knew he was on this show, I would have watched it so much sooner. He is so good in it. And Mr. Big, Chris Noth is in it. I didn't know that either, because here's the thing, every time you see promotion for the show, it's always with Juliana Margulies' face, right? And I mean, okay, also, by the way, how gorgeous is she? Like seriously, her face is like, shut up. This is not the most attractive angle. Like how wow. See, today is not my day. I shouldn't even be vlogging. How hulky, like Hulk, do I look right now? Right. So the show, Obsessed. Something is in my eye now. Oh my god. Oh. Okay, we're just gonna work through that pain. If I start looking like I'm crying, it's not because I'm emotional over the show. The first season was like so serious and like it was so good that I was just kind of like, okay, but like I think maybe like the 2nd to 3rd season, they kind of like, the writers maybe like found their like comfort zone and it became like such a funny show. Like I became so obsessed and every character is so good. You know when you're watching a show and the cast flows so perfectly and you're like, I wouldn't change anybody, I don't want to remove anybody. And then the rotating cast of characters as far as like clients and lawyers and judges are so good. I'm so obsessed. Also, okay, so from This Is Us, you know how I was like, oh, Randall's like the perfect guy. Even the dad, I think the dad is probably pretty perfect too. He's a great guy. So Alicia Florrick's son on The Good Wife, if I had a kid, I'd want my kid to be like him. Now, granted, I'm only in the 4th season. I know the show like ended last year or something. So if he becomes like, oh, fuck. If he becomes like a complete asshole, like don't tell me but as of now, if I had a son, I would totally want my kid to be like him. Like he's so lovely. Okay, I'm like being taken on a detour and I need to figure this out. But anyway, I'm obsessed with that show. Okay, Trader Joe's. 2 Paneer Tikka Masala, 1 Palak Paneer, corn dogs, Chile Relleno. How do we pronounce this? I don't know, I've never had it. So we'll see if that's good. Mushroom and herb risotto. I have got this before and it's so good, but I'm gonna do this with like 2 huge packs of mushrooms. So it's like more, maybe more than 50% mushroom. So I'm kind of excited for that. And then ginger paste, because it's always nice to have it on hand so you don't have to like keep it in the freezer and slice it fresh. I mean, it's better that way, but it's less convenient. So this is for like stir frying, pretty much stir frying everything. Billionaire shortbread truffles. You have dark chocolate with, okay, so dark chocolate truffle with dark chocolate, sticky toffee, and shortbread pieces. Kind of excited. I don't know why it's called Billionaire. If anybody knows why that is, let me know. Soft baked biscotti with dried figs. I got this from my mom because she loves biscotti and she loves dried figs, so I figured she would enjoy this. Vietnamese coffee caramels. These are divine. They had tons of coffee things in this like new, like kind of, when I walk in, there's like these two shelves that always have tons of like new stuff. And these are so soft. They're like melt in your mouth, very low impact chew. So delicious. I already had two. This was in last week's, the partially popped popcorn. It's so good. It's very yummy. I really enjoy this one. Dark chocolate peanut butter filled cupcakes. These are heaven. These are, I've gotten these many times. Caramel flavored coffee granola. Yeah, sounds real good, right? I'm pretty excited. When I was checking out, the guy's like, you really like coffee things? I'm like, yeah, I guess so. Lastly, the dark chocolate filled with speculoos cookie spread. Doesn't that sound really good? 99 cents. For breakfast, we have this kind of imperfect tater tots waffle. I didn't oil the waffle maker because I figured there'd be enough oil in the tater tots, but whatever. There's like cheese and black pepper. Coffee mug, very cute. I got two of these also probably last year. Marshall/TJ Maxx had a bunch of these, and this is like, I don't know, the style that I liked. I've been really into like the waffle maker and a spiralizer. So I'm gonna get zucchini because I know, right? How do you have a spiralizer and not use zucchini? But I've been making like cucumber salads with it, so I'm kind of excited. Chinese grocery. Last night I picked up a case of coconut water. I've never had this brand before. Usually it's that blue one I show you, so I don't know if this one's good. A case of the, how do you pronounce this? Nongshim? Shin Ramyun. Basically, if you are anyone that has ramen noodles, these are the ones that you get. 2 cans of coconut milk, which actually are the same brand as this, which is the Thai brand, which means it should be really good. Rice vinegar and mirin. Pretty excited. I haven't decided what I want to do with this, but some kind of, you know, stir fry thing. A new brand of salted duck eggs for me. These look, first of all, they're like very expensive. This was $3.49 and you only get 4. Typically you get about 6 and it's around $3. So these look really beautiful though. They're often packaged in a way where you actually can't see the egg until you open the package, and these are really beautiful. I think this is a Chinese brand. Yes, product of China. I'm very impressed. I'm excited. My mom said she already got their cage-free farm eggs. My mom said she already tried and she loves it, so I'm really excited. Big ass container of fried shallots, fried onions, whatever you want to call it. Love, eat them like chips. Although I do try to actually put them on food sometimes. This is some tofu that is made with egg. So you can like kind of chop it up into cubes and put it into soup if you want, but if you like actually slice it into like little medallions, you can pan fry them lightly and they get like a really nice crisp on them, like the way you would when you were about to fry an egg. Super yum. And then a whole bunch of green beans. I love stir-fried green beans. Lastly, bananas, but these I think I got at Walmart. I split them with my mother. My trick for buying bananas is width. This area needs to be very wide. For bananas, I don't have a preference for length, but the width, very important. Needs to be very, like, what's the word, like full. Okay, I am going to go to Aldi and get fresh foods because I was telling you guys about spiralizing. I'm gonna get some zucchini, and then I want to get mushrooms for the risotto. Yeah, and I have to return some stuff to Forever 21. Yeah. My lips are very nude right now. I don't know if I like it. Okay, maybe I'll use this. Look how, okay, the MAC French Kiss. Look how little I have left. Like, that is it. I'm like so impressed with myself for finishing like a lip product. I have a mini still from the holiday collection, but I'm so proud of myself for finishing this. Oh my god, I can't see anything. Maybe that was dumb. Yeah. Okay, I used the Morphe palette again today. I really love that palette. Oh, I used the Makeup Forever Face and Body Original today. I have like 2/3 of a bottle left. It is so good. I don't know why they changed it to that water fluid shit. It's just like... And MAC Face and Body is not like the Makeup Forever Face and Body. Although MAC is coming out with a foundation I saw on Instagram, I don't know, spring or summer. That looks like a very lightweight foundation, so we'll see if that's any good. But seriously, OG Makeup Forever Face and Body is so good. It makes your skin look amazing. It is one of the most... I don't know, I have to kind of do like a rundown, like a review, not for YouTube, but just like in my mind of like what the most skin-like foundations are, because that Face and Body is so good. So I totally wanted to vlog more yesterday, but it was just, the day, it was just getting like worse and worse. Like I already felt really off. And it just got progressively just like more annoying as the day went on, and I don't know. But at least I shared my Trader Joe's with you, and I shared more food. I'm actually gonna, like I said, get more groceries. This is gonna be tons of food in this vlog, because I feel like in the last vlog there was a very tiny Trader Joe's haul, and then in the vlog before that there was no food. One of the comments was like, where's the food? I'm like, oh my god. I understand now. I not understand now, but like I've come to realize that it's a makeup rundown and at least one grocery sharing is like expected. I feel like if I don't do that, I might as well not even post a vlog, because I feel like I will have not met your expectations. And I know it's like, oh, it's your channel. No, but like I still feel like I don't want to put something out there that you guys don't want to watch. And it's just by like, what's the word? Sometimes there just isn't any, I just didn't have, like I said, I didn't have my camera and I had bought groceries and I just wasn't able to share at that time. So anyway, I'll check in soon. Okay, so I got some groceries, which I'll share with you, and I returned some things to Forever 21, and I got 2 shirts. Those aren't that interesting, but what is interesting, okay, 2 nail polishes. They are holographic solely. This is for your benefit. We have Electro and Pink, and this one is in pink. Maybe we'll show these again later. Okay, there we go. Now it's darker, so there's pink. There's Electro. Okay, part 2 is Skin Fix. I had tried this brand. We got like a body lotion for pilaris keratosis, the chicken bumps, whatever that medical term is. We got like a body lotion from them and it was so good. And then I looked up the brand. It was kind of expensive. It was like $20 a tube. So granted, it's good stuff, but I guess this brand is a little more expensive. So I got the hydrating lotion. It has really good reviews. So it's for like normal to dry skin. And it just, I don't know, it's a Canadian brand. Is it a Canadian brand? Made in Canada. And then I got the extra strength sheer face ointment for eczema, dryness, and dermatitis. It has 5% colloidal oatmeal, which I think is pretty high. From what I've seen, like Gold Bond has like 2% in their body lotion, and this is for your face. I don't know, I'm kind of excited to try this. These were kind of pricey, and so this was 20, the hydrating lotion, and then the sheer face ointment was 19. But with coupons and discounts, whatever promotions they're running, I got both of them for 22, so I'm pretty excited for this. With that purchase, I got $5 extra bucks, and I got these sunglasses. There's this There's like a couple, maybe 3 carousels of sunglasses there, and one of them had like Kat Graham's picture, that girl from Vampire Diaries, and I saw these, and I don't know if these, I don't think this is her collab, but I couldn't tell if they were cute. I kept using my phone as a mirror, but I actually think they're really cute now that I'm seeing them in like the viewfinder. So they were originally 20 and I got them for 15. So cute, right? I'm kind of into these. Don't they feel slash, well, you don't know how they feel, but they look real luxe, like a bougier line. Yeah, and they feel comfortable too, which is nice. I'm so excited. I'm gonna go obviously stare at these longer in a mirror at home just to double check, but I'm into them. From Aldi, I picked up 2 dozen eggs, 2 things of zucchini, 2 things of Baby Bella cremini mushrooms. It was so hard not to get like 5 of these. I think the last time I talked about this was like last summer or something, and I was eating it in the car and a lot of you went and got it and you guys were obsessed too. This stuff is so good. There's 2 kinds. There's one that has a kind of vanilla running through it, and then these have chocolate chips running through it, and then there's another one where it's like a chocolate cream running through it. My favorite is the one with the chocolate chips, but oh my god, this is so good. Some cheddar cheese and bread and butter pickles. I discovered this flavor like a couple years ago, and oh my god, if you've never had bread and butter pickles, like any type, they're so good. Like I sit there with like a pair of chopsticks and I just like eat them out of the jar. I know, bad. Okay, here is this in like a different kind of lighting. So that's pink, and this is in electro. It's still not coming up as pretty as it should. Maybe in the sunlight, or how? How do you show holographic? So this is the spiralizer I have. There's 2 more blades down there, and then this is 2 zucchini. It's just like smaller ones. So let's see. I haven't decided how I'm gonna have this yet, but I just want to show you guys. Like I said before, share. Tell me what you guys do with your spiralizer, because I feel like it's one of those things. There's just like endless possibilities, but you know, I'm sure there's things that everyone does that maybe I'm not doing, and I would like to know. So just tossing them in avocado oil for like a couple minutes. So I removed the noodles and then added 1 cube of the golden curry. Let that kind of melt, and then threw the noodles back in. Okay, so scrambling some eggs with some cottage cheese as kind of like, I don't know, to make everything more binding. So this is what I'm gonna have for dinner, and then I added some of those fried red onions on top of it, and then there's, you know, double, so tomorrow I also have some for lunch. So I added double the amount of the red onions, and we're having coconut water, and we're gonna keep watching The Good Wife. So made the risotto last night. It was, well, it took like an hour, as it usually does, even from a box. But when it was cooking, I cut up the mushrooms and sauteed them in a pan for a little bit, added it to the risotto, and when it was almost done cooking, and then added shredded Parmesan into it also, and tons of black pepper. It is so good. I mean, I don't know. I love mushroom things, so. Good morning. Okay, the hair was up and now I'm not having, I don't know. This is not, we need to wash our hair is really what needs to happen. But I wanted to talk about some like beauty things. I don't know, I feel like I haven't like watched a lot of the vlog footage, but I feel like I've been vlogging, and I haven't like, I have too much food, not enough makeup. I really can't tell. But let's go over some things. This is gonna be the video of me touching my hair constantly. Oh gosh, okay. Anyway, so skincare things. I had showed you guys these and I wanted to talk about those and give you an update because I really, really like them. And then 2 things I haven't talked about are these, the cleansing water and an exfoliating water, and they're from Kenzo. Now, I don't know when this happened, but like secretly they came out with like skincare. There was like no big fuss. And when I had got these, I looked at the Sephora website and there's like a whole line of stuff. So the first thing I want to share with you is the cleansing water. First of all, I mean, packaging super cute. I'm not sold on packaging at any given time, but because when you pump it out, it just comes out like you get, I don't know, 1 pump is like, I don't know how to, the pumps are perfect basically. So I do 2 pumps onto a cotton pad and then I just wipe my face and it feels so good. My issues with cleansing waters, or like my criteria, are that you have to cleanse the face. I should be able to go over with 2 cotton pads, like, you know, filled with cleansing water, and there should be no makeup left after that. And 2, it shouldn't feel tight. And 3, it shouldn't leave a film, because sometimes cleansing waters, it's like people are concerned that when you remove everything, it's going to kind of remove all the kind of moisturizing agents in your skin. So then they put some kind of like moisturizing agent in it, and then you end up with like a film of like tackiness. So for me, it's like, I'm really, really picky about cleansing waters. So this one doesn't do that. It's perfect, removes your makeup. The scent is to die for. It's ginger, and I think, is it lemon? Let me see. These are the boxes. Aren't the boxes really, really pretty too? Like, look at that. They're kind of like bougie Asian. So basically, I'm in love with this. I've used it, this I've used for a week, and then this other thing I've used for about 3 weeks. So packaging, beautiful. Product, lovely. Scent, lovely. I love everything about this, and I would go check out even Sephora's reviews. Like, they're all so good. So I'm not like, is it just me? Am I like so in love with the scent that I'm like not even noticing? It's like a spa. It's like, if you like ginger, you'll love this. It's like extremely refreshing and light. Like, I already look forward to like removing my makeup at night, but this just makes it like I almost get excited. It smells that good. So after I use the cleansing water, I use the exfoliating water, which is in this white bottle, same pump, but this is actually like more of a gel. I want to say it's like 70% gel, 30% water, like based on the texture that comes out. So again, just 2 pumps onto my cotton pad, and I like run it over my face. And I have been using this for a while, like I said, only because, not only because I want to, but also because eczema has been so just doing weird stuff to my face. I haven't been able to use my glycolic pads. I haven't been able to use any kind of like chemical exfoliant because I don't want to irritate my skin. And I know that like there's like, you know, that in between time where you're like using stuff and you're like, oh, and then you realize you shouldn't be using stuff. Sorry, the heat just came on. So this has been so good because I feel like it's still exfoliating my skin, but I don't have to, there's like no repercussions. So I think if you have like sensitive skin, or if you just are someone that has drier skin, or someone, I don't know, you just want to try something exfoliating that's not a physical exfoliant, try this out. These 2 have been so good to my skin. I love them so much. Oh, also, these smell really similar. The only difference, for me at least, from what I can see, is that the exfoliating water has lemon oil in it. So if you, that's kind of, that more or less acts as like the exfoliating agent. So this is also really good. Oh my god, I'm like going on and on. It's also really good for like if, before you apply like a pore strip, is to apply something like this, because it'll kind of bring stuff to the surface. So, or actually if you just use straight up lemon, dilute it in a little bit of water, that also works. So I had showed you these earlier, and they are so good. So you guys know that a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago, maybe more than that, the eczema had moved to my face, and it was really pink, and then it became kind of red, and then there was a couple days where it was like quite purple, just like on the high points. And I did everything I could to kind of like minimize that. I mean, I tried various things, but like in the comments I had a suggestion of using La Mer, and I had samples, so of course I tried them. The La Mer soft cream definitely made everything better. Like, it went back to being pink. So the soft cream definitely helped the face. There was also a week where I think my neck, it was just so inflamed. It like literally like the shape of what was on my neck looked like I was being choked. Like, it was just like right here, and it was so red. There were areas that were so scratched up because it's like subconscious. You're just sitting there and it starts to itch. So I like start going like this, and then before I know it, I'm bleeding, right? So it was so bad. So I had this reparative body lotion, this La Mer. It totally, like, once I realized what was going on, because sometimes I don't realize I'm doing it until a couple of days and I'm like, wow, my neck looks really raw. This cleared it up completely. Like, neck skin looks like nothing ever happened. Like right now here, you can see this. This is like this new patch. It's been there about a month, and there's nothing I can do about it at this point. I think because the neck is easier to treat because there's not a lot of like fabric contact, whereas like here I either have like a bra on, or there's always something over this area, so it's been harder to treat. So I'm kind of like waiting for summer so I can kind of like expose this. Oh my god. Anyway, so that's that. So this extra strength sheer face ointment from Skin Fix, 5% colloidal oatmeal, This is magic, at least for redness or eczema on the face. I put this on, it comes out like petroleum jelly almost, so but I use a tiny bit. It looks like that. I take that amount and I rub it between my ring finger and my middle fingers, and I press it onto my cheeks, and then the rest I kind of distribute on the rest of my face. The next morning I woke up, my skin was perfect again, like nothing, like no pink, no red, no nothing. I was like, this is how I'm used to seeing my skin, and I was so happy to see this back, and I've just been using it every night since. It is so good. Now, I do think there's a learning curve, because we have this tendency to just take skincare and just kind of, you know, but you really need to take this and press it over. And I also tried it as like on my lips. That didn't really work. And you can also use this under your eyes too, but I think in the morning when you're trying to remove it, just be a little careful about removing it from your under eyes. But this, it's so good. It is clinically proven to treat eczema, dryness, and dermatitis. Dermatologists recommended and ophthalmologists tested. Natural ingredients, allergy tested, immediate relief, which is another thing. Often when your skin is really dry, especially if it's like eczema ridden, when you apply something to it, regardless of how moisturizing it is, it'll sting a little because your skin is so sensitive. But this, there was no stinging. I'm so obsessed with this. I don't know why my lids are doing this. I'm so in love with this. Should I read you the ingredients? I'm just so into this. I'm like, ugh, there's no steroids, no antibiotics, no preservatives, no parabens, no phthalates. I can never, is the P silent? I can never pronounce it. Okay. And then just for like my moisturizer during the day, I've been using the hydrating lotion. Again, people complain. I was reading reviews about this because I'm very into like reading reviews. When I like something, I go and read all the reviews. I should read them before, but I always read them after because I don't want to be like swayed to like pay attention to certain things. So this has really good reviews. I mean, sometimes I'll read reviews before I buy it, like not read them, but I'll just be like, is it 5 stars or is it 1 star? Because if it's 1 star, I really don't need to go and purchase it, you know? Oh my God, I'm sorry guys. Okay, perfect. You apply this, it's just like perfect on your face. Like it's so good. It has a weird scent, not a weird scent. If you're sensitive to scents, it has like a light cucumber scent, but also a little bit of like a weird medicinal thing, but like it's like by 10% medicinal, 90% kind of a cucumber scent. It is not going to be for everybody. It's not a strong scent, but if you don't like this scent, you just will not like this lotion, and you'll just be like, ugh. I love it. I do 1 pump on the whole face. So good. Also, this stuff, there was like a dry patch that I had like on my nose that I was like exfoliating constantly and trying to get rid of for like 2 months. It's gone now. Like that morning, the first time I used this, oh, so obsessed. Okay, another thing I want to share with you is this hair. It's by Hairfinity. You probably saw it in a vlog when I had received it. So this is the Hairfinity Advanced Hair Care Infinite Edges Serum. And you, oh, I do this too. I do this every time because I'm used to just pulling things off. You twist it off, and then you have this brush. Mine is a little dirty because I don't want to dye my hair all the time, especially my roots. I'll use like one of those powders and I'll like run it through, like probably need some like right here and like obviously right here. I have so much white hair, but anyway, that's why it's like dirty. It's not the product. So you click it out and then you like run it. I've been using it here because there's not a lot of product here. I don't want to just be using it all the way, so I use it down the center, you know, my part, and then like this areas kind of like on my temples, because sometimes when I pull my hair back, that's where I feel like, you know, you have like, basically it's like wherever you think you have sparser hairs is where I think you should be using this. And I've only been using it for about 3 weeks, so I can't say that it's been some kind of like magical thing for me yet, but I will keep you updated, because I think the premise behind it, for me, what I think is like, you know how castor oil, people who use castor oil, it conditions your lashes and it creates a very healthy environment for your hairs. I think this is what it does, because you can use like a conditioner in the shower, or you can use a mask, and those things are great, but you rinse them out. Whereas something like this, you put it in your hair and it stays in your hair. So I think because it's kind of nourishing to the areas that you apply it, it will encourage and like nurture that area and make sure, you know, the hairs either don't break or they grow stronger, longer, better. Does that make sense? So that's my thing with this. So The last thing I want to talk about is the Sicily eye concealer. I have it in shade 1. I have it on today. I don't know if I should get shade 2. This is really expensive, also very expensive. I got it off of Spring because you guys know I've been just loving that site, because no tax for me, free shipping, free returns, also you get some cash back, so it's just like such a good site. I also had some credit on there. So when I first got this, I swatched it on my hand and I was like, what in the, because I love swatching concealers and foundations on my hand, because you have a lot of lines here, and I think for me the lines that I have on my, like the top of my hand, are very similar to the lines I have around my eyes. So it's like they're not really lines, but it's just like where your skin breaks in certain places to allow movement. So I use this, and I don't know, maybe the shade was too light. That's shade 1. That's eyeliner that I was swatching to use today. So that's the shade, and when you blend it in, it creates like this like blurring filter thing. Like, okay, you're not gonna see that, but I think it's just too light. Do you guys think so? Maybe it doesn't look like on camera. I want to get shade 2, but I'm like, ugh, I feel so bad returning this. This is like so expensive. I don't know. We have to go see. I really wanted to be wowed by this. I really did. Maybe I'll be wowed later. We'll see. Oh, lastly, I keep talking. I finally applied this nail polish. Maybe you guys have been noticing. Do you guys love it? I feel like now you can really see how like pretty and holographic it is. I also had to really cut my nails down because I've been doing, you know, you guys have been seeing me do like DIYs, and I've been like doing stuff in the house, and I'm just like breaking nails left and right. This stuff, doesn't it? Isn't it pretty? You know what I think it looks like? It kind of looks like when you're at the club and like the black light hits you. It's kind of like that vibe. I can't wait to wear this in the summer, like on my toes and you know, on my fingernails. I think when you have a tan, something like this will look so good. Like if you like are like NC 35 plus, it'll look better than it would on me. I mean, it's gonna look pretty on everybody because hello, but I'm just very excited for it. It's so pretty. Forever 21. I picked up this one and I showed you the pink one. They also had like a bluish one. I don't do blue, but I'm sure for people who do blue would like it. Oh, and I got the Bum Bum Cream in. Andrew said he liked it. Okay, I haven't smelled this yet, so I'm curious, because that lip butter smells so good. This is, okay, first of all, the packaging is so cute. It kind of looks like, or does that look like this? Which product came out first? Oh, anyway. Oh my God. It smells like like pistachio coladas or something. Is that a thing? I'm making it a thing. It smells so good. I'm gonna put some on. And then I won't be able to like close the container or turn off the camera. Okay. I know that they just came out with like a body mist. I think, oh, but see, then you get a hint of like citrus. Like a pineapple-y vibe. Pistachio, pineapple. What does it even say? What do the ingredients say? It just says fragrance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 6th ingredient says fragrance. That's kind of really early on to have your fragrance be in the ingredient list. Oh my God, it smells so good. And I don't even like sweet scents, but it's like one of those scents that'll like take you away. Like you want to like buy everything from this line and like go on vacation.